I've already done this once, so let's run it back with things that I don't think real people do because they're fucking ridiculous. Number one, I don't even know what to call this. Just take a look for yourself because I genuinely thought this shit was a joke. So this is hobby biking, and instead of getting an actual bike, you just get the front of one and just walk around holding it. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it either. Why don't you just get a bike? They're not even like that expensive these days, and it's not like you gain anything from doing this, you know? At least riding a bike is like a skill, like you gotta learn, you gotta put time into. This is just walking while holding something. Also, why are they wearing helmets? They're not doing anything which is dangerous. They're just walking with a bike wheel. It took me a couple of watches to realize that this guy's the only one doing this and everyone else is on an actual bike. So while they cycle away, this guy's just gonna walk pushing his like half of a bike. And hopefully this isn't a race because he's gonna get absolutely fucking destroyed. And hopefully this is satire because there's no way actual people like do this, right? Like where do you even find these things? Can you just buy half of a bike? What would I even search? Half of a bike for sale.
1 hour later.
Where do you buy these things? I can't find them. I've actually tried everything. It's just giving me actual unicycles or those hoverboard things. But this whole hobby sports thing isn't just limited to bikes. I mean, there's a mountain bike version where there's no wheels and you're just lugging around this piece of garbage. But that's basically the same thing. Apparently, patient zero with this whole hobby thing is hobby horsing. Can I just say, she doesn't even look like she's having fun. Like just stone cold Steve Austin, no expression on her face. Like just walking around with a stick and a horse head. Also, people in the comments dropping their favorite hobby sports like hobby fighter jet flying and hobby driving. Like imagine a guy walking with a steering wheel in his hand, walking onto the fucking motorway, like sprinting, like running for dear life, trying to get into the fast lane. That shit makes no sense. Because this is ridiculous. Then again, it seems like she's doing this in a pretty small scale area, like PE class or something. So maybe this isn't an actual thing, right? Yeah, so there is an audience for this and it seems pretty decently scaled, definitely larger than the last video. But there are like actual people in the crowd, which I don't believe. I don't believe these are actual human beings. They can't be. Like, who pays money to go around and see people with a fucking horse head and a stick between their legs? Like, to be fair, some of these jumps are pretty impressive. So why isn't she playing like a real sport? Like, I'm sure hurdles would be a pretty good fucking fit. I mean, you're running, you're jumping. That's basically all hurdles is. Horse hobbying is not a sport. It's easy. Everyone can do that. Oh yeah, this is me after my dressage routine. I was passing out. I couldn't breathe. Almost throwing up. Dizzy. Shaking. Whole body burning in pain. I think this says more about your stamina and your athleticism over the difficulty of horse hobbying. I mean, you are walking around throwing up like high knees with a horse head and a stick between your legs. I don't think it's that fucking difficult. By the way, I'm pretty sure this is the routine she was talking about. This was uploaded at a pretty similar time on her page, so I'm assuming this is the horse dressage she was talking about. For a fucking grueling sport, let me tell you. Even the other types of horse hobby racing or whatever, like jumping over those huge hurdles, running across the obstacle course, even that wouldn't warrant a reaction like this, you know? Almost throwing up, shaking, whole body burning in pain. It's a little bit over the OTT, you know? Okay, next up is watching Love Island. I am definitely gonna die on this hill of Love Island being one of the worst human creations, like, of all time. You know, up there with some of the goats like unicycles, sparkling water, and like nuclear bombs, things like that. Like the fact that the entire audience for this show isn't just horny teenagers that are like looking at all the girls in fucking bikinis and shit is insane. Like genuine adults watch this stuff because there's literally nothing that it offers besides lust. Love Island got to be one of man's worst creations. That's what I said. Not only is it objectively mid, I also said that it's genuinely a giant hookup culture ad. -11 out of 10. And it's not ridiculous to say that at all. It's just a bunch of grown adults hooking up with a camera crew around them. I mean, you might as well just watch porn at that point. And the comments are talking about, well, it's just a bit of fun, it's just a bit of entertainment. It's not even interesting, okay? Because let me talk for a sec. I watched a season of it. I think about 3 or 4 years ago, I watched an entire season of Love Island, start to finish. You know, me and the boys were up from fucking 9 till 10 watching that shit every single day. And it was so boring. Like, all I remember is these surface level boring ass conversations and just really like dry moments. It was so boring. And then there were the challenges, which I probably will never forget. And the only part of the show which is somewhat like redeemable are the eliminations at the very end of some episodes. But the thing is, you can kind of tell who was going to get eliminated because it's just whoever has the least screen time, whoever's just kind of by themselves, you know, off to the side doing their own thing. So it wasn't even a surprise most of the time for like who got eliminated. But maybe it's just one of those things that only popular kids are into. You know, things like Labubus and like Dubai chocolate and matcha, like all of these really weird things that you see everywhere, but you don't know like anybody who's into it.
Let's construct my deconstructed Labubu Kool-Aid Pineapple Love Island Poppy Dot Cake Loaded Soda.
There is an entire rabbit hole of like this whole Love Island thing where people are like, it's a psyop, they're trying to make us think that hooking up and all this stuff is like, you know, normal, something like that. Let me know if you want me to make a whole video on it, because I could. I mean, that seemed like a lot. Also, subscribe if you've made it this far, because it's pretty late in the video. So yeah, subscribe. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the video. Let's move on to the last thing, vaping. This is one of those things which I cannot really relate to because I don't vape, thank fucking God. But this is like an actual loser activity. This is genuinely like bottom of the barrel chud activities. And the way it's so normalized in society these days is kind of fucked up. Like in school, I see like year 7s and 8s going to the bathrooms during class hitting fucking vapes.
Vaping is absolutely disgusting, and I would never date a girl that vapes. Not only is vaping terrible for you, but it's also a reflection of who you are as a person, because it shows you're the type of person who can't necessarily sit still, and you just need to be constantly injected with something that's giving you dopamine. Okay,
this is really interesting because most of the comments are talking about, well, I have ADHD, I can't sit still. So I need to hit a vape every 5 fucking seconds. That is not how ADHD works. I should know. I've got it. Like, ADHD does not give you the uncontrollable urge to vape. It gives you the like uncontrollable urge to do something. Like you sort of do something like naturally. You know, the uncontrollable urge to vape is called an addiction. Like, people are so shameless in the comments, and they're so like not willing to take responsibility for their own addiction that they're like, well, I've got ADHD, I need to vape.
Vaping has to be the corniest fucking shit I've ever seen. You hit a fucking stick of nicotine, which does fucking nothing except just make you addicted. Literally, all the benefits that are described are after you have the addiction and soothing the withdrawal.
Now that he mentions it, he does kind of have a point. What do you gain from vaping if you're not already addicted? Like, whenever I ask like my friends who vape, I'm like, yo, why are you doing that? You know, you look fucking ridiculous. Why are you doing that? He's like, dude, it's an addiction. I can't help myself. How did you get to that point? What made you go into a shop, buy a vape and be like, yeah, I'm gonna try this, like it's a different flavor of a fizzy drink or like flavored water or something? Hitting a vape is like a whole new level. And of course there are other issues besides, you know, the huge one, the addiction, like the fact that it just looks fucking emasculating.
Men that vape, what the hell are you doing? You're a grown-ass man sucking on a colorful piece of plastic, inhaling toxic fumes that are causing damage to your brain, your lungs, and even your heart. Like, there is nothing more like childish and secondhand embarrassment inducing than seeing a grown man hitting a bright pink vape and then smelling like strawberries and sunshines as he walked past me. I mean, this is some like S-tier loser shit. You're just huffing into a fucking highlighter just so you can feel good. Another thing, they start fires in trash centers. That's another big thing which I saw in the news actually. Like, vapes will get thrown out and like the batteries and the electronics inside of it or whatever just catches fire almost immediately, which starts crazy fires like this.
The fire went up out of nowhere. The fire was probably caused from the battery of a small item, such as a vape.
I've also seen clips of vapes like exploding in people's pockets. Like, it looked like a firework was being set off in their pocket. Like, genuinely, this shit just started sparking up and just fucking blew up. I don't know if I could even play the clip here, but that's the end of the video. Hopefully you do not do any of these things. Also, I might run it back with another part, maybe, if this one does okay. I mean, the last one got about 300 views. That's pretty nice, but you know, not the best, not the worst. So I don't know. But that's the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye-bye.